In this video, we're going to be looking at some off-site SEO ranking factors for local roofers. Alright, so let's get started. As I mentioned in my other videos, I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I'm going to be looking at roofers around the DFW location. So if you look over here, I've searched for Fort Worth roofer. I'm using a tool called SERPworks that gives me these analytics or stats inside my search results. You can see that it's recommending or saying that the CPC cost is around $50 and it gets around 880 searches per month for this term. I also noticed that there's Google is now displaying Google guaranteed ads. So if you're a roofer, this might be something you look into. I can see a lot of traffic getting clicked on these guaranteed ads. So then we have more paid ads. We have the local map pack. This is largely based on proximity, but there is some other factors like citations and stuff, but I don't really want to get into that because it's mostly recommending these local roofing companies just because where I'm located. So they're recommending someone that has 3.4 stars just because it's located around where I'm currently searching for this term. Alright, so then we get down here into the actual results. So the first one here is Home Advisor. It's a directory. If you're a local roofing company, you obviously want to get on, at least be listed on Home Advisor. You may not need to pay for them unless you've found that their leads are good and you can actually convert on them. But the first one we see here is in the second result is Lawn Smith Roofing. And as we've done in previous videos, let's look at the referring domains. They have 272 referring domains and their URL rating is 40. So that's kind of our baseline for the top ranking guy in the Fort Worth area. Notice that they have Fort Worth roofers and their title tag, roofing company. You can see that Google bolds the things that I search. So roofer and Fort Worth. You can see roofing company, roofing company. So again, 272 with the URL rating of 40. So then we go down here to this third guy. You can see his referring domains is 31 with a URL rating of 22. So it's obvious to see why Lawn Smith is outranking the third guy. If we keep moving, we have bbb.org. If you're a local roofer, again, you want to be listed on that site, considering that it's ranking in the 4th position. Then we have City Roofing in the 5th position. 30 referring domains with a URL rating of 20. So again, it makes sense. They have less referring domains and their URL rating is less as well. We have 22 and a 20. Then we have Yelp. Again, you want to be listed there. And then we kind of see an oddball down here, which has 41 referring domains with a URL rating of 24. So you would think that since this guy has more referring domains and it has a stronger rating, that it would at least be listed up here in the 5th position, outranking some of these other guys, maybe even up here. So there's definitely some on-site issues. This guy maybe has less content, doesn't have good internal linking structure. You can see here that he's also targeting Houston, Fort Worth. So there's definitely some different on-site issues that you could look into there. Then we move down here to the 8th position. Again, a strong URL rating, high referring domains at 130. So you would think that this guy would be up here under Lawn Smith, considering he has more referring domains and URL rating. So these guys with just some on-site SEO, maybe some more content, some better images, better titles, better title tags, better meta description, just some work on that, they could be bumped up. So let's move on and look at the Dallas location. So look at Dallas here. Looks like the CPC for this search term is a little bit lower, but it gets more search volume. So again, let's skip down here. We have Roofing Giant. Referring domain 90, URL rating 32. Notice that their description tag has the term that I was searching for, Dallas Roofing. It might be why they're outranking this number 2 guy, which has 166 referring domains and a stronger URL rating. So move down here, 45, 25. So that's obvious while it's not outranking these other guys up here. 61 and 26. So again, these guys probably go back and forth outranking each other. You might get down to the click-through rate of this guy gets more clicks than this guy because he has a better, meta description tag or title tag. It also could be other on-site SEO reasons that I keep saying. It comes down to content, internal linking structures, images, all kinds of things. I have an article on localgrowthhackers.com that goes over on-site SEO that explains some on-site SEO tactics and strategies to help you rank better in the search engines. So another factor could be schema tags, could be mobile-friendly sites, all kinds of things. So just looking at referring domains and the URL rating is not the only factor, but it is definitely a strong factor, as we saw over in the Fort Worth with Lone Smith ranking number 1 because he has a lot of referring domains and a strong URL rating. So if we go back to the Fort Worth rankings, let's check out some of these guys' anchor text strategy. So again, the number 2 guy, let's see what he's doing. So if we go over to Ahrefs, we search their domain name, and we go into anchors, sort it by referring domains. You can see here that he's using a lot of, here's a URL, he's got 44 referring domains to his URL, another one URL, branding or brand name, and then we have some generic and some image tags, call for a free estimate. So you can see here that he's using a lot of brand in URL. You don't really see, once you get down here, you see Dallas in here. So you don't really see any Fort Worth. Here we go, 4 with a T. So it doesn't really say, here's Fort Worth roofers. So out of all of his 272 referring domains, he's not really using Fort Worth roofer, the actual term that we're using. He's using, again, a lot of URL and branding anchor text. So that's something to keep in mind. As I mentioned in my other video, I would go through all of these others and look at their anchor text strategy to see how they're ranking and why they're ranking. They may want to pick up how he's using a lot of URL and a lot of branding to, pass him up. Let's go over to the Dallas and check them out as well. So we have Roofing Giant. If we do the same thing, put their URL in here, go to anchors, sort by referring domains. Again, here we see URL. They only have 90 referring domains, so it's a lot less. But you can see here, we don't really see Dallas until we get to the 4th anchor text. And they're using straight up Dallas roofers. And they have 6 referring domains for that. Roofing repair, roofing website, Dallas roofing contractors. So again, a lot of URL. Let's look at the second guy here, the second guy, Burt Roofing, anchors, referring domains. This is images, but then we have referring domain, another image, call for a free estimate, URL, website, URL, branding, URL. So again, the second guy using a lot of URL, they're not using exact match. You see it down here, Dallas Roofing, it only has 4. Out of their 166 referring domains, they only have 4 anchor texts that are pointing to Dallas Roofing exactly. So it's a good idea to use a lot of branding and a lot of URL, and maybe even get some image tags pointing back to your website to rank for this term. So again, referring domains and anchor text is definitely not the only strategy for SEO. It's something to look at when you're doing offsite SEO, but there is a lot of on-site SEO that's involved when ranking your website. So, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Also head over to localgrowthhackers.com to read some of the articles that'll help you rank your site.